Alright, what is up guys? You know your boy is back for another Blu-ray update, and I know it's a little bit into January, but we're doing a December Blu-ray update for 2017 of course, and I picked up a lot. This is basically Christmas haul. I picked up actually, a lot of people gave me gift cards and money or whatever, and I went and used that to buy Blu-rays, because what else am I going to fucking do? I think they knew that, and they're like, I don't know what Blu-rays you want or what Blu-rays you have. Here you go and do it. And I did it, and I kicked some fucking ass. I have, I think, like 17 titles or something, and I'm going to spit through them. Hopefully not take up too much of your time, but we've got a sick ass haul here. I'll show you guys right now. Oh, what this looks like. Oh, I'm struggling a little bit. Here we go. There. I'm pretty happy with that haul. I'm going through it right now. Hopefully not too slow. I'm going to step up for a second. Oh my god. Ah, that's a sloppy intro to a fucking video, am I right guys? But Blu-rays, kick ass, let's go. Starting with, apologies of the glare by the way before I get into it. If anything glares, I've got some lights here, it's a pain in the ass. I can't see if they're actually glaring, but this is the Superman anthology. This is the 5-movie collection, and it has got Superman the movie, obviously the 1978 one, Superman 2, 1980, Superman 3, 1983, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, 1987, and Superman Returns, technically a sequel. And if I can open it up here for you guys, it's a very cool set. It's very old looking inside, with the disc set out. You don't see that a lot, but it is technically, it's a steelbook, very thick steelbook. That's why I don't have it in the sleeve like I do with others, but a very cool collection. Another cool movie, Split. I spoke about this movie in my review of this movie. It is so left field. It is M. Night Shyamalan to its T. I think James McAvoy absolutely kills it. Probably should get an Oscar nom because he was phenomenal in this movie. This movie is definitely very, very good, and it only just missed out on my 2017 best list, slightly, very slightly. This movie, I came very close to rerun reviewing it, and I might rerun review it. But this is Silence of the Lambs. I bought this one as well. I watched this on like Netflix back in the day, like a year ago for the first time. I was like, that is actually a pretty fucking cool movie. It's obviously got a very iconic character in Hannibal, so it's a very great movie. A movie that I finally completed the collection. I bought one, then I bought 3, and I finally got 2. Night at the Museum 2. I actually really enjoy this franchise, weirdly enough. It's like a guilty pleasure thing to me. Whether it's like Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson that I really enjoy, but you know, it's a lot of fun. You know, guilty pleasure shit. Moving on to a steelbook, and the steelbook is kind of lathered up already, but this is Kong Skull Island, and this is the steelbook of it. It is obviously just got Kong on the front there. I'm trying to avoid the glare if I can. Very nice, cool spine there, and some nice back art, which this is like my favorite kind of Blu-ray, where they do a really nice art there, and then just give you the name. That's all I want out of steelbooks. They don't have to like write all the information and shit on them, or like just have art and no writing. That's what I want out of any steelbook ever. Moving on to another sequel. It's not really a sequel, but I've had a few sequels. John Wick 2. Nearly forgot what the fucking movie was when I was looking at it. I really did enjoy this movie, not quite as much as the first one, and I really enjoyed the first one, even though not a huge action guy, but I really did enjoy the second movie. I have a review up for it if you want to check that out, another cheap plug. This movie, again, is just awesome action scenes, a few things wrong with it, but it's just a lot of fun to watch just Keanu Reeves kick everyone's fucking ass. A movie that I really enjoyed, and if you see my review, again, a lot of these movies I've had reviewed. If you've seen my review of this movie, you know how much I really had a lot of fun with this movie, and this is Going in Style. I actually watched this again on the plane home from America, and I was like, this movie's just funny. It's got a great cast, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, Alan Arkin, and it is a hell of a lot of fun to watch. It is just old guys having fun, Robin Banks, doing cool shit, you know what it is. Now I just talked about what I don't like of this steelbook. The art's pretty cool, but they gave it to me, and that is Finding Dory. Again, they just gave me what I didn't want, and that is just cool art with no name. And not even a name on a spine. It's Disney's like go-to. They're just like, fuck you. We'll just give you cool art and no fucking title. That's all I want. Just give me a title. Just write Finding Dory on it. Which, I'm going to talk about the movie, obviously. This movie is a lot of fun. It's not as good as Finding Nemo. It's really hard to be as good as Finding Nemo. I was actually really impressed of how much I enjoyed that movie, considering how much weight it had on it to be good. Moving on to a horror movie I saw late, and I've actually had a lot of fun. This movie was very kind of intense, thriller kind of shit, and that is Don't Breathe. I keep saying have fun with everything. Everything's fun, apparently. This, not necessarily fun, but definitely a good time to watch if you like thrillers and you like horrors. Not very gory, so I suppose it's not really a horror, but it is a very intense thriller, and, you know, it's a good movie. Now we're talking fun, we're talking one of my favourite actors. My favourite actor and one of my favourite actors, Steve Carell being one of my favourite actor, and Paul Rudd being one of my favourite actors. These two together in a film, I'm going to love it, even if it's shit. This movie is funny as hell, even if I can understand if you don't like comedies. There's definitely things people don't hit with, so I understand why you don't like it if you didn't like the comedy, but I love the comedy. Thought this movie was ridiculous, and I finally picked it up. I should have had that movie long ago, but I finally got it. Another movie I've reviewed, and I think an underrated movie, that is actually The Big Sick. I definitely recommend anyone want to watch this movie. Check it out, because this movie is awesome. It has just really good feels. You kick ass with the characters. It's funny. It does a lot of things that it's not really romantic comedy, but it's kind of like a I don't really know, an awkward true story. Apparently, it's called. So it's Kumail Nanjiani. I have to learn that name because I'm really bad at pronouncing it. But he's very funny. The movie's very funny. It's gives him feels as well. I definitely recommend it if you guys are into some deep feels. Moving on to another remake, Beauty and the Beast. This is the live action one. I was so impressed that they did it as well as they did. Yes, they couldn't do much that we hadn't seen because we'd seen a great animation film out of it. But this has a stacked cast and it kicks ass. It's great songs. They changed a few things, but not for the worse. They gave us exactly what you'd want out of an animation remake. And the last movie that I actually haven't seen, I've done a blind buy. And I haven't done a blind buy in a long time, and this is 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. 13 Hours. We'll leave it at that. This has got John Krasinski from The Office in it. It's a Michael Bay film. But it's also got another dude from Grimm, David Giantoli's in this movie as well, which I wanted to get. It's got two kind of guys I really like from TV shows. And I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a chance. They're actually meant to be good. And, you know, we'll see how we go with that one. And that is it, guys. You saw at the start of the film, the start of the video, how big my haul was, about that big. And I picked up about, I think it's 17 titles because you got the anthology there. I'm sitting at like 520-ish movies. I'm moving up the line. Maybe you guys will see me hit more strides. I think you guys have seen me hit 500 with Moana. And, you know, I'm just going to keep kicking some ass and showing you guys what dumbass things I spend my money on. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe. I do Blu-ray videos. I do Blu-ray updates. I do collection videos. I'm going to do a full collection of all this very soon. I want to get an early 2018 video up of all the collection behind me. You guys would have seen my 2016 one that I did, I think, 2 years ago in February. So we're moving on. But subscribe if you haven't. I do reviews, Blu-ray videos, real reviews. I do a lot of dumb shit and I film it. So check it out and comment below what you liked. You can also like. But of course, guys, have a good one.